just nice games to chill with. So I did enjoy them a lot. I think my favorite one is Professional Fishing at the moment, which was the first one I tried. Hello, 422. 252. 3. I guess 3 is the most recent save. They're Hell Monster. Dead Island. I played that a long time ago. I really like the weapon physics in that game. Let's do a sound test. There we go. Even the right way. This is like the birthday we're like going to, right? Yeah, Uncle Dave's birthday. Hey there, Tabo. Playing some Final Fantasy IX. Nice. I gotta get myself into the Final Fantasy games as well. I'll probably get Final Fantasy 1 on the PS Store.
Stop oppressing us. We're innocent bystanders.
We recommend you douse yourselves with something flammable and gather in a confined space.
The good book told me to make you die, then myself. Someone's got to take over, now! I ain't dying for this.
I want this situation neutralized. Move out!
I'm on it.
Go, go, go!
It just goes out there with a napalm launcher. No, thankfully these guys aren't bothering us too much.
Eat lead and die, unbelieving heathen scum.
Secure the area. Comb the perimeter.
So, before I went live, I tried out another game that I didn't try in a while. Oh god damn it. Where's my scythe? Better. So the game I tried out that I didn't play for a while was War Thunder. Because I was like, hey, maybe I should try it out again. Maybe I can enjoy it. I grab a plane.
Wow, Uncle Dave's having a party.
I fly with the plane. I mostly focus on ground targets because I suck at like playing against like other planes. And then what happens next? Enemy plane comes nearby. Boom! Pilot dead. Oh. Well, that's unfortunate. Grab my second plane. Comes a plane from the top, instantly kills me. Okay. Grab my third plane. Again. Comes an enemy plane. Boom! Pilot dead. And it's like over and over with like, oh, pilot dead, pilot dead, pilot dead. Like every fucking time in that game. It's just instantly your pilot dies. And I just... Well, yeah, definitely not. Like, I really did not enjoy that. Like, just every single time, it's just like pilot dead, pilot dead, pilot dead. Now, I do not know if it's like certain people just being super good, but I don't think it's very possible for people to really snipe pilots or anything. I looked it up online and like people are saying, oh, you gotta like max out your crew, your pilot vitality and stuff like that. But then I read people, like, they said, like, they have their vitality on their pilot max, and it's still not helping. So it's like, no, I'll just stick to World of Warplanes, you know? Which is way more arcadey. But at least I don't get, like, insta-killed every time. Which is, you know, a bit more fun. I'd rather play a more wonky, less realistic arcade playing game than just getting insta-killed every time. But hey, I guess some people like the realism, you know, if they enjoy that, sure, but realism is not always a fun thing in a game, in my opinion. You know, a game can be realistic as fuck, but that's why real life, or like, that's why video games are not like real life all the time, because real life is more boring and less fun than video games. That's why I don't think it should always be realistic, right? It's just me. Just because a game isn't realistic doesn't mean it's not good. Doom is not realistic. It's fucking good though. Burnout is fucking fun. It's not realistic though. But so can Gran Turismo. And Gran Turismo is more realistic. So, you know, it all depends. It's you know, realism is
Look out! They're coming right at us!
a subjective thing, and like depends on how much a person wants to you know, like experience the simulation of something. So, you know, you've got different reasons for playing a game, right? For some games it might be more fun. For some games it might be engagement or challenge. And for some it's immersion. It's like this game. This game is not realistic at all. But it's fun. Hey, Galactic. But people, like, I guess sometimes are obsessed with realism, and then it takes away from the fun. Like I tried Squad. I thought it was boring, but you know, for everyone different. You know, I guess I'm not a person that enjoys simulators a lot because they're slow paced, and you know, I just want more action in my game. So I'm more of an arcadey person. But there's nothing wrong with that, or then there's also nothing wrong with enjoying a simulator. But it's just like a lot of people think that realism is a scale of how good something is. But realism is only a scale of how realistic a game is and how immersed you can get into the game. And so if you have a game like War Thunder that aims to be very realistic, you know, just fine. But then they have their arcade mode battles, and then you get just pilot sniped every time. Like one shot in the pilot, it's like, jeez. So yeah. See, like for example, Iceman loves slower paced games, and that's fine. Everyone enjoys their own kind of games. Jeez, and the game fucking crashes again. Are you fucking joking me? This fucking game. Like, this game is great, but it's an unstable mess. Just crashed to desktop fucking again, man. I think I did quick save a couple of times, I'm not too sure, but holy fuck is this annoying. Instant crash to desktop. But yeah, conclusion being, realism is a very subjective thing. Yeah, I don't know if that's gonna work, but it might work, but no, I did not save it all. I have to redo the fucking thing again. Jesus Christ. See, it's like the third time I'm gonna have to redo this section because every time it fucking crashes. I could swear I've used like F5 to quick save, but apparently not. But yeah. Can I skip the cutscene? I cannot skip the cutscene, thank you game. But yeah, point being, realism is a subjective thing, so, you know, anyone can enjoy their own sense of realism, but I hate it when people treat realism as a scale of quality.
Pay no attention to the men with the torches.
Stop
Like,
pressing us. We're innocent bystanders.
people will, like, defend War Thunder and be like, oh, War Thunder is better than World of Tanks or World of Warplanes because it has more realistic fighting physics. It's like, that doesn't mean it's better, it means it's more realistic.
Someone's gotta take over.
And yes, it is more realistic. Definitely, that is a fact. But is it better? No, it's not better because it's realistic.
Move out! I'm on it. Go, go, go!
Because what I like, for example, about Warplanes.
We're not zealots. Eat lead and die, unbelieving heathen scum.
Yeah, exactly.
Comb the perimeter.
Exactly, Loveless. You get it. You get it 100%, see? Because that's the main difference. People who prefer a realistic flight sim will just say that it's objectively better because of reasons. Because their opinion is apparently better. That's just fucked up, like, you know. I'm not saying Warplanes is better, definitely not.
Wow, Uncle Dave.
But it's just like,
I gotta find more of that good stuff.
people just treat realism as a scale of good. So, yeah. That's just how it is. You know, it's just sad to see when people are like, oh, World of Tanks sucks because it has health bars. It's like, oh wow, that's a super valid argument, Geeky Man. It sucks because it has health bars and therefore it is not, you know, oh, War Thunder has more realistic damage model. That's why it's better. Like, geez, it's like comparing Gran Turismo to Burnout. You can't fucking do that. How are you gonna compare Gran Turismo to Burnout? You know? Like, please enlighten me. Burnout is great. Gran Turismo is great. I love both games. But you can't compare Burnout to Gran Turismo. Even though one is more realistic than the other. This is just... Yeah, I really want to like War Thunder, but Jesus Christ. Getting fucking one shot because my pilot gets killed right away.
Hi there.
Hey,
Here you go, Uncle Dave. Happy fucking birthday.
kick ass.
Oh, now he actually does give him a birthday wish.
Too easy.
Only because bullshit because it's 2D and the world is 3D, but the hedgehogs are only brown and real. Oh, yeah, it's like, yeah, Sonic the Hedgehog sucks because it's not realistic. Because hedgehogs are not actually blue. That's highly unrealistic. It would be a better game if it was realistic. So if it was an actual slow hedgehog. Yeah, I'm quick saving all the time right now. The game keeps mocking me for it, but it's the game's fault because it keeps crashing, apparently.
Didn't you just save?
See, the game mocks me. It's like, oh, did you just shave? Okay. But yeah, and they have different audiences as well. Like, you know, there's apparently a lot of people that like realistic flight sims. But I like it to a certain amount. I would love if I would not have to deal with my pilot getting one shot at every single time. And my brother was playing War Thunder as well actively a couple of years ago. And that was exactly his complaint as well. Like, he kept getting his pilot knocked out right away. It was just not a fun experience for him at all. So, you know, it's just... Like, Doom is not super realistic. But that doesn't matter, it's one of the best games ever, right? This game is not realistic, and it's definitely not stable. But I love it still. The hell do I go? I have no clue. I thought I had to exit through here, but apparently not. Your radio is annoyingly loud. The scythe is amazing. We cannot go through that tunnel because it's blocked by some... Oh look, there's a staircase over here. Yeah, exactly. A lot of people are giving shit to World of Warplanes. Like, you look... If you go look at World of Warplanes on Steam... I think it's on Steam, I'm not too sure. But, like, if you see any, like, criticism of World of Warplanes, everyone will be like, go play War Thunder, it's better because it has a more realistic flight physics and shit like that. It's like, it's not a valid argument. It was like a different game that I played in the past, which was even more arcadey, which was called... goddamn, how was it called? I forgot the name. There was like a super arcadey flying game. But it was basically like even more arcadey. Like, you could like turn and move super fast. They're like super arcadey. And people were also saying like, oh, this is a War Thunder ripoff, even though the game was older than War Thunder. And everyone's just, go play War Thunder. It's like, jeez, man. Go recommend a simulator game on a review of a fucking arcade game. You know, that just doesn't make fucking sense. And that's what people are doing.
Gee, I hope nobody is taping this.
Yeah, people just need to take their heads out of their asses.
Grandmother could beat the game if she saved as much as you do.
I love the scythe. Comes the sheriff with a rocket launcher. Let's tase him. You okay, buddy? Holy fuck! What the fuck? What? Why would he do that?
Have a crotch day.
Holy crap, frame rate, boys. Have a crotchy day.
Now the flowers will grow.
Alright. Next up. Get the alternator. We're gonna add ATF to the list. Wonder. Oh man, I really appreciate the cider that Light has brought me. It's so much. It's like freaking 13 bottles. And the game crashes again. What the fuck, man? Oh, I accidentally opened GZ Doom Builder. Please no. That's not what I want to start. This is not a Doom mapping stream today. Games McCrashers. Yeah, as amazing as Postal 2 is, it is such an unstable mess. It's like I'm watching like a YouTuber since not too long ago. His name is like Civi something, but just short for Civi. And no, he made like videos as well, like how amazing he thinks the game is, how awesome it is, how much he enjoys it, and like then like during the video is also like, but yeah, it crashes a fuck ton, and like, but it is worth it for him, and for me as well. Like I'll deal with the crashing in this game. I'll definitely deal with it. Okay, game, please no crash. Good news. It didn't crash. Oh my god. What do we have in here? Hello.
Hey,
Hi there.
is this everything?
Yes.
That'll be $10.
What are we buying? Cowboys? What?
That'll work. Ding.
If you say so.
Gasoline. We could buy gasoline. Oh, I know what to do with that. My god, the frame rate, what the fuck? Oh god. Whip some pizza. This frame rate is not very healthy.
I'm gonna find more.
Oh my god. What the hell, all these cars? Where are all the wrecks over here?
I feel better already.
You work on that whenever you want to, Light. I mean, I wish I'd take more time to work on my Doom stuff, but I just... Also, what the fuck is wrong with my video resolution? Why the fuck is it set to 2000 times 11? What the shit? What is this? No clue why that was happening.
My grandmother could beat the game if she saved as much as you do.
This game is just weird. Alright, let's see, where do we go? Can I take the train yard over here? I can. Man, I really feel like playing some indies after this. Like, I just want to play random indie games that I have. Should probably do that. Because I have a ton of them. Like, I have 1,500 games. Just probably, like, a ton of good indies and shitty indies to, like, mess around in. And those are not even all the games. That list is only, like, the guaranteed, planned list. Like, oh yeah, this is definitely a game I want to stream, noted. But there's like so many more.
Definitely need more of that.
The TerraCore, I've heard of it, but I don't think I've ever played it.
Magnets? How the fuck they work?
The fuck do magnets work? What?
Do 2 pieces of chicken with no bun still count as a sandwich?
What? Do 2 pieces of chicken with no buns still count as a sandwich? What? Brutal Legend. Yeah, I definitely want to play through that. Problem with that game is that it's filled with copyright music, but that won't stop me. I mean, I played through the Tony Hawk games as well, so that was also copyrighted music. Oh, video is frozen. Oh crap. Hold on, that might be an issue because I like resized the game. Hold on. Game. Can you please what the fuck is happening? Oh, I think I found the problem. It was apparently grabbing the frickin' game, even though it doesn't capture the game. I need to like do window capture. Alright, that works. Thanks for letting me know that, because I don't always see what's happening or pay proper attention. Another 10 train tracks. Really? Especially like the okay, I saw some bottles over there. I don't know if I can pick them up. I already forgot what I was talking about. Oh yeah, Brutal Legend. I played like Tony Hawk games. I still want to like complete the rest of the Tony Hawk games. Those are filled with copyrighted music, so you know that's fine. I don't care. I'll just upload it. RPG with turn-based combat equipment. Yeah, that's the thing. Is it turn-based combat like Final Fantasy and Pokemon, or? Because I mostly suck at turn-based games. Unless it's like something like Pokemon, or maybe even like Final Fantasy, where you can work with like a rock paper scissors thing. Yeah, I'll definitely play Brutal Legend. If you want, you can even add it to the list. Like that's definitely I want to play that. There's a cat! I want to grab the cat because I need 10 cats in my inventory. For no reason. No, don't run away, cat! I want you in my inventory.
I feel I'm gonna find more of that good stuff.
God damn it, you scared away the cat. It was you, wasn't it? I knew it was you. Well, fucking... Yeah, you lose an arm for that. It's one less cat for me, it's one less arm for you. It is already on the games list. Oh, dude, today? Well, no, probably not today. I don't really feel like playing an open world game thing today. Or I feel more like playing indies or something. We gotta go to junkyard. La la. Well, now I feel like a Viking. An indie is less likely to crash on you at this point. Yeah, that is true. It's funny how, like, indie games have more quality and love put into them than AAA games. Because AAA games, mostly, not saying all, you know, there's still some good AAA games out there with lots of love. Look at God of War. But most fucking AAA games are just, like, meant to cash in on as much money as humanly possible. Yes, we have 10 cats. Like, let's sell a game for $60 and let's also put microtransactions in it. Genius. Even though microtransactions are like, you know, a economy for a free-to-play game. Just saying. But why charge your customers once when you can charge them multiple times? Just get a free-to-play economy, but still make them pay for the game. What the hell is this? Hold on, this gentleman might want to sell us something.
Hi there. Hey Chico, I need an alternator for an 87 to fuck you.
That'll be $500.
500. If you link me a video, alright, that's cool, I'll check it out. I might have already seen it though. I don't want to pay 500 bucks for this. You can't, like, take us 500 bucks. That's good. That's good. Loot boxes are just like, no. Just like they should fuck off from existence. Not even in free-to-play games should there be loot boxes. And if there's gonna be any sort of loot box, they should only be given out as rewards.
Maybe I should have waited for him to tell me where it is. Guess I'll have to find it myself now.
Like, if it's not only given as a reward, then it should just not be in the any game. Not exactly. Loot boxes in the Netherlands are only forbidden if the contents within the loot box have a real-world cash value. So, for example, in CSGO or in Dota, you can get skins that you can sell for real money on, like, skin sell sites and stuff like that. So that's when it's, like, illegal in the Netherlands. But, for example, if you play Overwatch, in Overwatch you cannot transfer skins over to other accounts. So they don't have a real life value. So, therefore it is legal in the Netherlands. Yeah, but like, that's the thing. If it's a tradable good, that makes it illegal in the Netherlands. Which I think is fine, but I'd rather just have loot boxes entirely be illegal as long as they're being sold. Because I don't approve of loot boxes in any game if they're being sold. Like, if they're being given out as random rewards for playing, I'm fine with it. And yeah, as far as Belgium goes, they're banned altogether. But I'm very happy with how Belgium did it. And people are still defending loot boxes, which fucking amazes me. Well, I guess like there's different ways to see it, but I think after having put so much thought into loot boxes, for me it's not even that tough of a topic. It's literally just exploitation, and that's as simple as that, in my opinion. The objective is the subject is loot boxes. Or do you mean the objective of the game? It's get an alternator somewhere in the junkyard here. Yeah, it's gambling under the comfort of your PC. It's really nothing more than that. And people defend it by saying, yeah, but you always get your value out of it. Please tell me this. What value does a Overwatch skin have? Please tell me what a tag thingy,
I feel better already.
what kind of value that has. What kind of value does an emote have that you might get in a loot box? There's no value with that, especially because you can't cash it out. But I've seen World of Tanks has gotten loot boxes during the winter periods, where they would sell loot boxes. And yes, they will always have a lot of gold in it. Gold being the premium currency in World of Tanks. Now, as a very active World of Tanks player, I spend a lot of real money on it. And I buy a lot of gold. Right? And for me, it was worth it. You know, if I was in a need of gold, it was definitely worth it to buy loot boxes. Because I would get, like, way more gold out of the loot boxes than I would just get if I would buy the gold separately. But that's only in the case if I would need gold and I would buy loot boxes solely for the purpose of gold. But what the fuckers did was buff a specific tank that was sold in the past, which I happen to own because I bought it in the past when it was like less good, and they buffed it. And they buffed it extremely to a point where it was actually pretty overpowered. And then the next day they put that in the loot boxes. Don't tell me they're not fucking exploiting that on purpose. Buffing a tank to a ridiculous amount, and then the next day they're putting it in loot boxes and selling it. Like, obviously people are going to see the ridiculous buffs to that tank, and they want to lure people into buying loot boxes so they can hope to get the specific tank out of it. You know? And people are defending and also saying, like, well, you shouldn't buy the loot boxes expecting to get the tank. Well, you shouldn't, but that's the only option the game gives you. I already had that tank, thankfully. But there were skins in the loot boxes this year that I wanted. Those were badass skins, and there were like skins with 3D components on the vehicles. You could get like machine guns on top of your tanks, stuff like that. And I wanted to buy those skins, but guess what? They wouldn't give me an option to buy them. They could only be gambled for in the loot boxes. And like a couple of years ago, I gambled to get a very rare tank as well, and I got it because I was lucky. Because I couldn't hold myself. Like, I couldn't, like, you know, I knew, like, there was like a very rare tank. It's the Type 59. Like the most rare tank in World of Tanks, pretty much. And they put it in the loot boxes a couple years ago. And I was so tempted. I was like, fuck, man. If I could get that Type 59, it's a tank I've always wanted. And eventually, I just was like, fuck it. I'm gonna, like, spend a lot of money, get a lot of loot boxes, and I was lucky to get it. But I was not happy with it that I did it. But I was too tempted because I wanted that. I felt exploited. Yeah, I was happy to get the tank, but I was lucky. I might as well not gotten the tank and been pissed off. You know? Hey, Bemused. Yeah, you got the Type 59 as well, apparently. Yeah. Yeah, I got it as well, but I was tempted. I was not happy that I had to buy loot boxes. I would have just rather bought the Type 59.
Hey, now I can't feel my legs. Shit. Shit.
Fuck, I should like...
I definitely need more of that.
I haven't had a crash in a while. That's good. I will say, normally this game doesn't crash that often. I mostly have like one crash per stream, so... But you know, like... Yeah, I was lucky with getting the Type 59, so was Bemused. He got it as well. But we might have well not gotten it, and we probably still felt like pretty fucked over because we were forced into buying loot boxes. So yeah, this is, you know... Just fucking predatory business. Because I will guarantee you that there's gonna be players who have bought loot boxes trying to get a Type 59. Speaking of, I can actually, like, tell a story. Well, it's not really a story, but I can quote, like, from a friend. I know a friend of mine who has also a friend who played World of Tanks. He spent 400 euros last winter to get a certain tank in the loot box, and he did not get it. Now, one person can say, well, he's an idiot for spending 400 euros. But no, I would say he's not an idiot. He's just been exploited because he is exploitative, because he is sensitive to like that kind of exploitation. You know? So it's like... Yeah, 400. There was a person that spent 400 euros on loot boxes in World of Tanks to get a specific tank that they put in there, and he did not get the tank. I'm not saying that you're supposed to be guaranteed, because that's how the loot boxes work. You're not guaranteed anything. But they're working off the hopes of people with who can be exploited, who might suffer from gambling addictions, you know? Well, most likely he does.
Saving again?
Might as well have. Probably, yeah. I think I have slight gambling issues as well. Not extreme, but like very lightly, like, because I bought the Type 59 with loot boxes. I spent like what, 100 euros maybe a couple of years ago. I think I spent like 100, maybe more. So I got like a load of gold, and I finally got the Type 59. If I did not spend that and did not, well, if I did not get the Type 59, I don't know if I would have spent more or not. I do not know. I was like saying to myself, no, I shouldn't spend more, and then I was like, okay, let's buy a couple more. Maybe I'll get that tank now, you know? It's like, it's just, yeah, exactly. It will be easier if you get the tank yourself. But that's what the developers know. They know that. But they'll like, they want to milk every cent out of you, so they will just sell it through loot boxes. Because they know they get more money out of that. Because people will keep buying. That's just pure exploitation. It's nothing else. It's exploitation. Yeah. Those lights to really win. Just like loot boxes. If you open a loot box, it has this colorful explosion when you open it. Same thing as the lights on the fucking gambling machine. I've been used.
Saving again?
Welcome back. Yeah, just talking about loot boxes and shit. Standard stuff. Oh, it's the Molotov cocktail war. Oh crap, let's piss on myself. Extinguish the fire! Molotov war!
I definitely need more of that.
Ah!
That's the ticket.
I won.
My grandmother could beat the game if she saved as much as you do.
But yeah, I mean, it's 2019. I think 2018 was the year of the loot boxes.
That's the stuff.
And I'm glad they're not seen in games as much anymore, and I'm glad there's being steps taken against it, but it's still something that shouldn't.
Normally, I'd expect a fancy cinematic to explain such a crucial story element. The font is nice, though.
Violence increases. Military and police overwhelmed. No one is safe, especially you. Maybe this loot crate shit is poorly implemented. I mean, the only way to implement it in a good way is to just either provide normal alternatives to just buying all the things. Like, if you can buy every single thing that is in a loot box for a normal transaction, that would be a fair thing. That would be a fair thing if you could have an alternative to just buying every single item that's in the loot box. No problem with selling cosmetics, gambling, and playing to get tangible advantages better. I don't agree with that entirely. I think definitely it's worse to sell a gameplay advantage. That's definitely just the worst thing to do. I will agree on that. But I still think cosmetics should not belong in loot boxes either way, because for a lot of people, cosmetics are important items. And the person might not want a certain cosmetic, and he might want a different like for in World of Tanks. This year they had very cool skins in the loot boxes. I wanted those skins. I wanted to buy them. But I couldn't. So I'd much rather have just bought them, but I couldn't. And so I was tempted to buy those loot boxes to get the skins even. You know? So but yeah, if there's just an alternative, I'm fine with loot boxes as long as I'm having an alternative to buy the content separately. Like if it's like, oh, these 10 items are in the loot box, but you can also buy these 10 items separately. You know, that's fine. Then I'll just buy the skin that I want. The other thing is if loot boxes would only be given out as rewards and you could not buy them. That's the only other acceptable variant for me. Is it raining cats? It is raining cats. It's literally raining cats. Fucking GG.
Time to head home.
Man, that guy's a big rocket launcher.
My donuts, and now you're all gonna pay.
Why is it raining cats though? Literally raining. People don't give a shit. They're totally fine with raining cats. Stick of dynamite.
I feel better already.
But yeah, you know what's also a funny thing? Things that were not accepted in the past are now getting accepted because they're not as bad as even worse things that were attempted. Like, give you an example. Like, you got like microtransactions in €60 games, $60 games. People are losing their shit over that. Right? Because it was not normal. It's like, you're selling me a game and then you're also putting microtransactions in. That's not good. Then they went with loot boxes, which were even shittier. And now they're like, alright, well, at least we don't have loot boxes. And then, yeah, people are praising that, even though they still have microtransactions. So they're like, it's like, well, at least we're not Hitler argument, you know? Like, we're gonna, at least we're not as bad as this, you know? And then it's all just fine, even though they're still doing shitty things. That's what's such a bad thing about the game industry right now. The hell even is? Oh, okay. Ads in games. SFV. What is SFV?
Time to head home.
Where do you go? Through here. Street Fighter 5. Oh yeah, I saw that. So I believe you can like enable like an ad mode, and then like you'll get extra points while playing the game, right? And then you have like ads all over the clothes. That was I believe what I heard. And then like they just give you extra points to just lure you to enable it. It's crazy fucked up.
Time to head home.
Yeah, it's only gonna get worse with the AAA industry. I'm glad that at least sometimes people are still fighting back, like what happened with Star Wars Battlefront, you know? It was like a big clusterfuck. So I'm happy with that. But people are still buying all this crap, you know? They buy Anthem on release. And I keep saying, why the fuck do you not look in the fucking, like, what happened in the history? Anthem, made by BioWare, developed by EA. Let's take a look at the companies. BioWare. Last game, major game that came out was Mass Effect Andromeda. Was it a big hit? Not really. It was actually a pretty big mess as far as I heard. EA. Last big major titles coming from them. All the Star Wars Battlefront crap. Doesn't look like two trustworthy companies working together, huh? Yet still people buy the fucking game on release. And then they're surprised that it has no content. Like, fucking are you really surprised?
Time to head home.
People need to, like, speak out with their fucking wallets, man. People will keep fucking buying everything. Because they don't give a shit. They're too fucking ignorant. There's so much ignorance with the game, with gamers. Like, with, I guess we could call them more casual gamers, are very ignorant. when the whole Star Wars Battlefront pay to win debacle was going on with the loot boxes, I saw some dude on my Facebook that I knew. You know, he's not a hardcore gamer. He's more of a casual gamer because he mostly plays guitar. He spends more time playing in his band. He's just a casual gamer on the side. And he got Star Wars Battlefront 2 because he's a Star Wars fan. He was like posting that video, yeah, I got Star Wars Battlefront 2. You know, I was like cringing so hard because I knew that was a pay-to-win mess bullshit with, you know, microtransactions and loot boxes and all that crap.
Time to head home.
I knew for sure he didn't know about that because he was just being ignorant there. Because he's not, like, spending time and energy and, like, figuring out what's happening in the game industry. That's just sad. Yeah, exactly. As well, they don't care enough to look for information about it. And they don't have proper standards. They'll be like, oh, this is a good game, even though, like, the actual gamers, we have standards because we know what kind of good games can be made nowadays. So yeah, the sad truth. Oh, let's buy some crack pipes. I want crack pipes, Gib. I want to buy your crack
I
pipes.
feel better already.
Why you no sell me crack pipes? Hold on, maybe we gotta give him money. Give me crack pipes. No.
Hola.
Hi there.
Is this everything?
Yes.
That'll be $500. And come again.
Absolutely worth it.
That'll work. Thanks.
Buy all the crack pipes.
Hola.
Hi there.
Okay, great, and thank you.
Okay.
Give more crack pipes. What? What did I do to you? I just wanted to buy. I'm just a nice customer. He just pulled out his shotgun for no reason. What an asshole. Hey, whoa, a chainsaw. I didn't have that yet. Wait. Where am I chainsaw at? Oh, yeah. Actually fucking runs on fuel. Amazing.
That's the stuff.
Amazing. I didn't even know this game had a chainsaw. Oh, I need to use my last crotchy bomb.
Have a crotchy day.
Have a crotchy day.
This can't be good for me, but I feel great. Smells like chicken.
Anything else? Grenade launcher. Just shoots normal grenades. No! God damn it! Fuck you, game. No. Oh my god. Alright, we're gonna play something else after, like, finishing the thing. We'll only, like, end the... I was, like, near the house, like, to end the thing, so... Just gonna end the day, then we're gonna play something else. God damn it, man. Cider makes me burp. It really does make me burp a lot. Alright, let's collect the chainsaw again. While it's raining cats. It's raining cat. Oh yeah. Also buy more crack from the zoo. Maybe it'll be friendlier this time.
Is this and come again?
Okay.
Okay, great, and thank you.
Thank you.
Hola.
Hi there.
And come again.
Sí.
Hi there.
Is this everything?
Yes.
That'll work. Thanks.
Get all the crack pipes. 34 crack pipes. Oh yeah. They're just gonna get this dude's chainsaw. And we'll just... That's not the right weapon. These grenades are ineffective. God damn it. Minced meat. Wait, they have more money in like another room. Where did you hide your money? Hello there, officer. Yeah, they attacked me with self-defense. Who are you? There's all the extra money. A lot of money. And more crack pipes. Who the hell are you, dude?
This can't be good for me, but I feel great.
Ooh, a lava lamp. No, it's a broken lamp, huh? Holy crap, this guy's napalm in this toilet. Napalm in the toilet. Catnip. The freaking chainsaw isn't even modeled. Look at that. What the fuck? This game.
Honey, I'm
Did you remember my rocky road?
Oh.
Yep, looks like everything worked out pretty good in the end. Hey, champ?
Is it true you were the inspiration for Viagra?
As far as you know, babe. Oh man, it was just a horrible dream. Where the hell am I? And why does my medulla oblongata hurt?
Just relax.
I better still have both kidneys, Dr. Mangala.
You've suffered a terrible head injury. You barely survived your unfortunate firearms accident. I'll be back to check on you later.
Oh, get well cards. And I've only been here overnight. Let's see. Get well soon, P.S. We're repossessing your trailer, signed Acme Repossessors. We hope you'll soon be through this troubled time and back on the road to happiness and health. P.S. Unless you pay your outstanding license fees, Champ will be put to sleep tomorrow night. Love, the Pound. And last but not least, you should only die. I'm moving back in with Mother, signed your hateful wife. Well, at least the news isn't all bad.
Come back here with that!
Guess I'm gonna need to make some more money, but my printer's all out of ink. What's this? Top dollar paid for seminal research donations. See information desk for details. Okay.
So this was not originally part of the game. It was like later released as DLC, the weekend expansion. Now it starts us in the hospital. Nice. Alright, so I got like most of my inventory. No, I lost all my crack pipes and my cats. Are you kidding me? No, I lost all my crack pipes. Alright, let's play something else. I don't know what, but something that crashes a bit less. Yeah, pretty much. Your wife shoots you because you forget a rocky road. And the game gets a critical error crash upon exiting. That's when you know when you got a stable game. When it like gives a crash report upon exiting.